motion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the Bengals here, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins now taking the field, led by the 5th overall pick back in April out of Alabama, quarterback Tua Tagovailoa.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. The Bengal offense set to go and leading them out. The #1 overall pick back in April out of LSU, Joe Burrow.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger, throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 20.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
For Malcolm Brown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down now. It's Brown.
30-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Joe Mixon and the Bengal offense ready to go back to work. And you see his numbers from a week ago. He was up over 100 yards then, and he's already hit pay dirt here once in this one.
We always talk about quarterbacks and receivers getting into rhythm, right? Really feeling good, finding each other downfield. I think running backs operate the same way. They can hit a good rhythm and a good stride, and he's carrying it over from last week.
Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That that's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Cincinnati.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. The 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 45 yards on the ground. So close. Couldn't get all the way in, knocking on the doorstep down to the 1. Nevertheless, fantastic run.
Not only that, this is where you wave to your replacement, go back to the bench. No way. I'm not coming out of this game. I got it down to the 1-yard line. I want to carry it in.
We'll see if they reward him on this next play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout. And
he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
there's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he's got it up and through. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The rookie Tua Tagovailoa and the rest of the Dolphins set to take over. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll go as a 42-yard punt with a net of 32. They had a 10-yard. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when the back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Brings up 2nd and...
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Gain on the play. And the Bengals.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. There's a short one caught by Uzama. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A Bengal 1st down on a 16-yard pickup there.
A gain of
Final 30 seconds of this 1st quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. On 1st down, Mixon. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the 1st half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now a carry for P-Ryan. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man is Higgins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
Bengals.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 31-yard line.
They go with Brown. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now it's Brown. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over.
28-yard line.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of a defense that...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Ball carrier.
Joe Mixon, 72 yards. And the Bengals just continue to pour it on.
Austin Seibert on for the point after.
He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark now.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, on second down, Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That's taken on the 25. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He hasn't had his best day. They have been good running the football, and they have the lead, though, so maybe he just personally wants to improve his play.
And that's without a doubt, because at the end of the game, he wants to feel like he had a really good hand in his team winning, if in fact they do go on and get that done. But the bottom line is finding a way to win the game. So if you're not playing that well, but somebody else is on the team, keep going to that hot hand.
Yeah, not over yet, but looking good here in the second quarter. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, 40 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, there it is. After number 5, we were wondering if we would see it, and he has broken the NFL record with his 6th touchdown in this game.
Let's face it, we can go ahead and lose our objectivity here, can't we? And just applaud what we've seen. That's one of the great records in the NFL. Are you talking about this 6 touchdown runs in a game against an NFL defense? I want to run down. Let's go down there and carry him off the field ourselves. We should do that.
Get his autograph after the game. I know that much.
Don't forget, I know you. Selfie. We'll do a selfie.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a selfie. We'll do a group selfie.
There you go.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on third down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
To kick off for Miami.
Now it's Wilson. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
That one, 28 yards on the ground.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Here's Pirine. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And the Bengals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
On the carry.
Joe Mixon taking it in as his guys continue to pour it on. And Parker, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He starts the drive by handing it to Brown. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's Tua. Out of the backfield, he's got Malcolm Brown.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the Bengals' 30-yard line.
Now Tua. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 3.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Jason Sanders.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 24. Mixon gets the nod to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game.
And now look at him go. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, 74 yards. And the Bengals have got it on cruise control. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Miami set to take over.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to pass. Tua. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. This is Brown on the draw play. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Intercepted by the Bengals. They'll take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Mixon with a first down and more. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, 31 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Tackle made at his
carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A nice gain of 21 yards. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
31-yard line.
On 2nd down, Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mixon on the toss right. Shedding the tackle. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over first and 10. At their own 20.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It's second and inches at the 31-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Tua now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Tagovailoa's pass. Interception.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
Bates on the coverage.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
Will Fuller. That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
A big offensive offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cincinnati, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.